if you use LibreOffice, watch out for this new vulnerability.
It seems like if we're running LibreOffice at home, we may want to be careful what files we open the next couple of days.
Yes, so for those that may not know, LibreOffice is kind of an alternative to people that might not want to use Microsoft products, right? Mm-hmm. So it's an open source, full, you can do written documents, slides, spreadsheets, so a full-on Office suite that is open source. In this case, the researcher has found that in a built-in, I guess you would call an extension, I suppose. It used to be an extension, now it's a built-in part of LibreOffice, called LibreLogo, which I believe it was Logo was like an old programming language for like you would do
that logo?
Yeah, like you would do like turtle, like it was for training, and so that logo is still built in, and I guess they have it in there for kind of the same reasons to do like like vector graphics or like teach programming, because you can do like simple move forward or fill in color in certain spots. So like you look online, people make really cool like turtle big graphic vectors or whatever. But in this case, what they found was that because it's written in Python, you can kind of and you can write the steps within the Word document. You can do weird things like import the OS module.
Oh, no. I see exactly where this is going.
Which then you can then run whatever you want.
Just opening up a file that seems to be benign, it's not obviously malicious code or something like that, can be potentially dangerous. It seems like it's a throwback to the days of Microsoft Office where people were always warning you about don't open a Word doc because it might have a macro virus.
So LibreOffice had patched a vulnerability, I think last year, that allowed people to run, let's say, non-local scripts. So you have to have a script in a specific folder, and only that can run.
Okay.
Well, LibreLogo is technically something that can run because it's built in. And within that, there are functions like, run if you mouse over this, or even, see if the window is visible, then run.
It sounds like some JavaScript stuff, right?
Well, it is. Yeah, it's Python based. So but you have some visibility on the program, right? So someone can do the import OS, run some script or run some code, and then a link that says run, that if you mouse over will run the whole thing. Or take it further and just, if you open it, it'll, it's obviously the window's visible now, so it'll trigger the script. If someone decides to exploit it in a way that is invisible, you wouldn't know that it happened. So the best thing you can do is, if you are one of these users, see if you can remove it from your installation. The scarier thing, and it hasn't been confirmed, and that's why the article says unpatched right now, is that while LibreOffice patched the original CVE, another researcher has said that he was able to bypass it. So it mentions that he's not going to release how he did it. You're
going to work with them to fix it?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why it was patched, but maybe not. We don't have confirmation from anybody whether this person that announced that he bypassed it did. So it's still a little scary because in certain, I think in some installations this extension is part of the installation. So. One example was at home I have Mint and then LibreOffice comes installed.
Yep.
But I couldn't find the LibreLogo within my installation. Maybe in the Mint version it doesn't come pre-installed. But I had looked at an older version I had in Windows, and that had it. And I was able to replicate the alleged issue. So it works, it exists, and so if you used this application and you're opening documents without, that you don't know,
right,
then be careful, or better yet, I believe you're able to uninstall the LibreLogo.
Okay. Which for most users doesn't affect them at all.
Yeah, I don't think...
Unless you're a turtle logo art aficionado,
Yes,
you're probably not
right.
going to need it.
For people that are using LibreOffice, it's important to realize that if for some reason your version came pre-installed with the LibreLogo, that you are potentially vulnerable to these attacks.